Hello everyone, my name is Will and welcome back to Sprocket. So if I sound a little bit different, whether that's better or worse, I do have a new microphone set up since the last video. Same microphone, but different interface. So let me know if there's, well, I'm sure I'll also notice if there's any horrendous errors with the audio, for which, if there are any, I apologize. However, if I sound crispy and beautiful, then you know, no problems there. Today, we're going to be fulfilling a promise that I set in the last Sprocket video, which is I'm going to make a different variation of the tank that I made in that video. And also, there might be a little personal update in the time-lapse. So, yeah, got all that to look forward to. So, without any further ado, we shall enter said time-lapse. I will see you soon. Hello, post-commentary Will here. As mentioned with the microphone, things do sound a little bit tinny, so that's just a settings tweak for me, hopefully, so that should be sorted out fairly soon, and this is my second take recording this, because after trying to fix it from being tinny, I made it really heavy on the plosives. So whenever I went P, or P, it would go bang, and it just sounded frankly awful, so I'm having another go, so regardless, I will discuss the update I mentioned, which is I might be getting a new job. So that would mean greater money security and potentially more videos if I'm in a more comfortable situation and feeling better about life. And right there, if you saw in the video anything a bit weird happening, I didn't save periodically on this one, which you should always do with everything. If you're in school, save periodically. Things will go wrong, and you'll lose everything if you don't. It's bound to happen. There's my piece of life advice. I didn't do it here, and I lost the original design because all of the fixtures, for some reason, rotated 180 degrees, and I had to start from the very beginning. So that's fun. So not only is this the second recording of this voiceover, this is the second version of this tank I've made. Yeah! In many senses of the word, really. But, yeah. Regardless, this is a long 75 tank destroyer version of the tank that I made in my previous video. And I'm very sorry from the depths, people. I am spending a lot of days with my evenings at work. Like, I'm off to work in, like, an hour, so From the Depths takes like a whole day to record, so I've not really had a whole full day to dedicate to just making a video, so From the Depths just takes a long time to record, I'm afraid, and so it's a little bit on the back burner. I will try my best to get started on a video, and then maybe I can just record it in little different clips from multiple days, and that might lead to some inconsistencies in my voice, in the style, and whatever, but hopefully it does mean I get to put a video out, because I'm not neglecting you. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is pretty much the finished product now, and I'm just putting some armor onto this thing. It's about as thick as the medium tank was, so not hugely thick, not crazy thin. It can bounce some things, but also it has a very high probability of being punched right through if you're not careful. So you're still going to want to use the mobility of this thing, which is very good, considering it still only weighs about 10 to 12 tons. I can't read it exactly on my preview. I think it's 10 here. But I could be completely wrong. It's happened before, and it will happen again. But yeah, fingers crossed. Basically, I can start making a couple more videos, because ultimately, this YouTube channel has been great fun. And while I don't think I've quite hit it yet, which I probably should have checked before doing this, we are very, very close to 2,000 subscribers, which is a milestone I frankly never thought I would reach. And yeah, it's only taken a good 2022, 11 years to get here. So yeah, I've been uploading for a while, since I was a young lad, and it feels very good to finally reach another big milestone like this. Thank you. Okay, so we've got something here, and a fair amount of internal space left, but you know, we've got a long 75mm gun now with a fair amount of penetration for this era. This is interwar, so 84mm is rather impressive. It can move left and up, and right, for that matter, and down somewhat. Odd point for me to bring up. Most tank destroyers can do that. Unless you're Swedish, in which case they decided that wasn't important. But I'm not Swedish, so moving on. I've called it the Mark II TD. Very inventive, I know. And we'll see how it does. We got a fair amount of armor. About as much as is on the front plate, if not a little bit less in places. It's a bit of a weak spot on top of the gun here, but, you know, while I can add extra armor, I don't want to have this tank just be indestructible. And realistically, if you're shooting from this kind of an angle, it's about the same thickness as everything else, so probably about the amount of armor it'd have in real life. These side plates maybe should have actually been taken down a bit, but that's fine. We've got plenty of weight to work with, and hopefully a fair whack of speed. I've kept the transmission how it was on the main tank, but we've got a slightly bigger engine. Because why not? Let's just be fast. So it looks a little bit... I did swap to twin transmission, and that may have been a mistake. It seems to like to roll forwards when it's turning. But that's fine. We'll live with that. Every design has flaws, and the flaw for this one seems to be that all of my allies have exploded. However, the gun is fantastic apart from the reload. So, yeah, hopefully we don't explode. So long as we don't explode, we're all good. And let's make some more of them explode, shall we? Oh, I think this is before I fix the bouncing suspension as well, which I will have to do because that was a big flaw with the original one. Yeah, there we go. So let me fix that, and then we'll have another go. Ooh, I'm over there. Cool. Okay, hopefully that should have solved the bouncing. We have a tank on our left there, which I was immediately suspicious there might be, so we have managed to avoid that one. However, that obviously, as we are a tank destroyer, opens up our sides to some flanking fire, which we don't want, and we would rather like this 75 to go through. We're not angling our armor great either because of the hill, so he could well penetrate. There we go, he can't anymore. Let's get the gun facing to support the remaining AI we have. I think we only have 3 people, including myself, in this one, so 2 AI, and they haven't immediately died like they did last time, which is an improvement. But it must be said, I am not the most confident in the armor package of this thing after last time, especially as I haven't upgraded it at all. I'm dead? Something shot at me from over there. But that one looks very dead. The AI are facing over there. Now, I don't know if they've made the AI a little bit better on these tank destroyers. I remember back in the day they were particularly poor. There is one of the Mark 1s, or whatever they're called. Model 1s. There we go. Gonzo. And something up on top of that hill looks like the tank destroyer, also the French-inspired one. It's a very French set of enemies here. And realistically, I have not a clue where this tank destroyer that I've designed looks like it comes from. It's got some German inspirations with the gun. It's got some Russian inspirations with the design of the, like, rear. Looks like it strikes me of, like, the SUs almost. And then the front, I have no idea. Just chaos. Basically just a big plate of metal slapped on the front where the tank used to just end. So, you know, kind of how a tank destroyer conversion would be, I feel. I don't know. I feel it's not too unbelievable. However, we can't get up that hill. Don't know if that's a problem with our gearbox or if we just don't have traction with the little skinny tracks we have on this thing. I feel it's probably a combination of the two, to be entirely honest. Now, this thing always has troubles. We've not quite fixed the bouncing. Huh. That's a shame. I thought that was what fixed it last time, but... oh well. it seems less extreme, so perhaps we'll do okay. Yeah, we're probably never going to go through the front of that thing, but it will definitely go through the front of us. So let's use our mobility. Ow. And see if we can close the distance. It's not looking too promising, I will be honest. What with our ammo rack and gunner now being damaged / injured. You could call a person damaged, I suppose. Come on. Round the side of them. The AI. You gotta love it. Never change. Never change. Well, I wouldn't be able to program it, so there you go. Here we go. Come on. Yep, accept your fate. It's inevitable. There we go. Okay, I didn't even get to do it. I think I'm going to change it back to clutch transmission for the desert, because it still works a little bit better than the dual transmission. Yeah. So far, so decent. Not too bad. Okie dokie. Right, now we have clutch braking, which means, yeah, turning is a little bit better. And we also have... change the suspension settings. That's what I was looking for. Change the suspension settings a little bit. Hopefully fix the wobbling, maybe help it get up hills, but probably not. I'm not a whiz at getting things to climb hills, so perhaps at one point I should challenge myself to do that. Maybe make a video out of it. But it might not be the most entertaining video in the world to just drive a tank up increasingly steep hills and see if I can actually get it to go up them. But yeah, you never know. That could be the biggest hit on the channel yet. But you know, that could be a difficult a difficult ask, given that you guys really seem to like the medium tank evolution video. So I don't think I'm topping that one anytime soon. Anyway, right now, right here, I got some tanks to kill and some hills to slide down, apparently. Very slowly, but I am definitely sliding down it. There we go. He's dead. I'm using my fallen comrade as a bit of a human, or should I say tank, barrier to stop any incoming fire from the right-hand side. Doesn't mean I'm not taking it, though. Definitely am. And there's the Hennemore, which could definitely be cause for alarm. That's been killing quite a few of the AI controlling my tanks. I could have a good chance to flank it here. I'm going to have to push up over this hill. Oh, never mind. He's gone down, I think. Here's a couple more of the Model 1s. Over there as well. That's a Hennemore. I'm going to back off from that because that's got a bigger gun, and I don't fancy it, to be honest. There's some very long-range shots from Model 1s, and we can, you know, we can give some where that came from. Apparently, my shooting is better than I remember. Let's see if I can continue that. No. That did not age well. Let's try again. I don't think I'm bouncing here. I think that's my dead comrade bouncing. And me, maybe a little bit. I think we're both bouncing. Very bouncy tank. Very much a bouncy tank. It was bouncy before, it's bouncy still. It's just so happy. And we should normalize that, as the comments in the last video said. I'm sorry for my problematic discussion of wobbly tanks. It is completely acceptable to be a wobbly tank. I'm sorry. I'll make a formal apology video where I sigh in the intro soon. There we go. That is, I think, the last enemy, the Hennemore. I don't remember seeing two of those go down, so I think that one's definitely the dead one. And this one is going to turn to look at me. Yep, there we go. There he is. Let's get the gun on point. It's a little bit too low at the moment. Ooh, there we go. I had to pull the trigger before he got a chance to, because I wasn't confident my armor would have held up there, but it did it. 75mm is sufficient, as we have learned. and that's a fair few kill marks on the barrel there. So we've done the interwar. Onto the early war. See you there. Okay, and welcome to the part of the video with boosted contrast and brightness. We are here on the border crossing level where we're going to have to fight the Allen. Now, the gun is the exact same size, caliber, and shell dimension, but because it's more modern, we now get 110 roughly millimeters of penetration. We go a little bit quicker, and I have added a little bit of extra armor to the front of this tank. Now, as I always am, I will be struggling to see the anti-tank guns in the distance. That was the one behind the building that just got our ally there. Tried a shot, but no luck. So we know the left-hand side is where our anti-tank gun adversary is. And we don't have a huge amount of armor to play about with. So let's see if we can... get that guy. There we go. Gone. Whoa! And there comes in a shot from the anti-tank gun on the right, which is about there, I think. No, didn't get him. There should be another one any second now. He's a little bit further back, I think. Let's see if that is any luck. No. I know he's out there somewhere. There he is. There's that one. Okay, we got the one on the left-hand side still to go. And, whoa, there goes the shot. Oh, no, I've missed. I've gone low. I've gone low. There it is. He's directly where I'm aiming. I just need to survive. Long enough. Yep, okay. Oh, there we go. A little bit on the spooky side, given how little armor we have on this thing. And speaking of being on the spooky side... we now have to go fight the Allen. Now, it is possible we go through the front of the Allen in certain places. I think it's like the lower front plate you really want, but I don't know how well we're going to be able to hit that coming in from this angle. So, perhaps we try use our mobility to our favour and just run in as fast as we can and hope that the Allen whiffs their shot, which they have, but they do turn pretty quick for a tank of their size. We're just going to keep going around. Okay, up the hill we're going to lose a lot of mobility, so let's shoot, and there we go. Okay. Lucky enough, missing the shots the Allen fired at us, but we had the mobility, we got round the back, and it's an easy victory for this tank destroyer. So, on to the rail crossing map, if I remember right. Alrighty, no changes here, as we had incredible success last time. However, they may be needed, because it is going to be questionable whether this thing can deal with the... what's it called? The big one. The scary one that always spawns on this mission. Can't remember the name of it right now, but... it'll come back to me as soon as it shoots me in the face, I'm sure. There's a Cromwell getting a kill, and there's a kill on a Cromwell. Good trade, I guess. Well, actually, I don't know about that. Don't know how many Cromwells they have. Hopefully not too many. That's the dead one, I think. Otherwise, it wouldn't be quite so stationary. The Man of War, that's the one. That's a living one, I think. Or is it? Nope, it's not. Just shooting at dead people. Man of War's gone. That makes things a little bit less stressful. And there goes the Cromwell. That was easy. Didn't even see the Man of War. Alright. Too easy. This might even be doing better than the medium tank version of this did. With a few early hiccups. But definitely carrying its weight now. Further into the game, I guess. That works. Okay, I always forget this mission exists. We've got to go fight a King Tiger. We now have a long barrel 88mm gun. Once again, gun roughly inspired by German designs. I could potentially do with a little bit more torque on this gun to get it moving quicker, but I've not done it, and we're just going to try. Also, we have an up-armoured upper part of the turret, but the hull isn't up-armoured at all. It only has armoured plates applied, which gives it an effective thickness of, I think, about 80 millimeters, which is not a lot in this era. However, the top has an effective thickness of roughly 127, which is a little bit better, but still not great. I don't like that aiming at me. I really don't like that aiming at me. I really do not fancy that gun firing at me. In fact, he's no longer aiming at me. Can I aim at them? Oh, I don't need to. They're already dead. Oh, yes. This mission that caused me so much pain back in the day. I dominate ye with ease now. Who's got the biggest gun? You, probably, but I'm kind of close. Okay, on to the next mid-war, and I'll see if I can fix the gun traverse speed. Okie dokie, here we are on the fields, and it's a big battle, this one, so we are going to probably need our allies to carry some weight. Luckily, they have been doing, which is interesting, because I thought that AI didn't handle fixed guns very well, but I guess that must have changed. So congratulations to Hamish Dunn, developer, for that. That is a very good change. I appreciate it. Very handy for this one. It means I don't have to carry an entire field of like 15 tanks on my own. However, I'm now probably jinxing it, so maybe I should have just kept my big mouth shut. Regardless, we are without target at the moment, and that is a bad thing. Yep, there we go, there they are. Let us see what our gun velocity is like. Ooh, pretty decent, pretty decent. Reload is still pretty poor, because obviously big gun, long shell, lots of penetration, but that comes with a long reload. He's very quick. Let's see if we can arc a shot over. Don't know where it went, don't know where they went. Couldn't see him, but not a kill. There goes one of our friendlies and one of the enemies. Gosh, these Pamaphors are very, very quick. Let's... Oh, did I bounce that? That's upsetting. I am giving a lot of side there, which is a big risk. Come on, gun, traverse. There we go, there goes one of them. I think the other one that got past us is dead, so we're going to angle into whatever's going to be coming over those hills, because we should have, I mean, last time we had Tiger 1s, if I remember rightly, so something big a little bit further away that couldn't move quite as fast as those Pamaphors, but definitely still a big threat. I'm hearing some new, I think, suspension noises. I haven't been completely thorough with checking the patch notes. Yeah, but I like those. I like those. They give a little bit of personality to your tank that it didn't have before. So that's fun. But just fun little suspension noises. Right, where are the big uns? Oh, there they are. Okay, I've just seen 4, I think. 4 big tanks, and they don't look like Tiger 1s. Okay, they're going to be cresting this hill any second now. There's the antenna. Keep the gun trained. Oh, gosh. Lower plate. Yeah. It's Panthers. They're Panthers. Oh, dear. How did I not see that one coming? That was a little bit bum squeaky. Let's see if we can we go through the turret? Yes, we can. Big old gun on this one. And there goes our original tank. That's a shame. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. We're at long range. Maybe not the easiest shot to go through a panther at this kind of a range. No. I think that went through, though. I just don't... Ooh! Okay, he got our track. One of our friendlies got him, though. And there's one more panther. Oh, damn. I think I just got team killed there. Yeah, I did. I think by this exact tank I'm now driving, I think I just got team killed. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, realistic, though. Lots of friendly fire in the real war. That, I think, went through. Either that or it non-penetrated without bouncing. Come on. Oh, man. No luck with this broken suspension. I could not get it to work there. This last panther's given us a run for our money here. Let's try something else. Let's keep the AI shooting at him. And let's see if we can close the distance, because that definitely seems to be our best bet at the moment, is using this thing as an assault gun more than a long-range sniper. I want to hug the low ground so they don't get shots on me, and this is probably my best bet, and there's a little hill on the right of that panther, which I'm gunning for. Hopefully they don't crest the hill while I'm on the way, because that could spell bad news for the health of this Mark II. Just duck down into this little crevasse here. And I don't know if they see us. I don't think their turret is aimed, and they're definitely not turning the hull to face us. So the AI doesn't seem to know we're here. So that's good. Now I'm going to have to be quick here. I'm going to have to crest the hill and have the gun aimed pretty much instantly. So here we go. Straight over the top. Oh, this is no good. Ugh. No good. No good. Oof. Damn. I was really hoping for a side shot, but the gun just didn't want to stabilize in time. So that's not great. We've lost our commander. That's going to slow down pretty much everything about the tank here. However, the panther has forgotten we're here again. And I don't think it's noticed us, which gives us a side shot, which is all we needed. Oh, okay, that was a little bit tight, but it's done, and we'll give a try to the post-war scenario. But yeah, I got my doubts. Okay, big 120mm gun applied, and a weird little extension on the back of the top part, with the kind of idea that obviously that would be necessary to have the gun recoil into it when it fires with a gun this big. So that's why I've done that. Now I'm just trying to get into a position where I can kind of keep what armor I have, and more importantly, the gun facing at the enemy. That's a Tiger 2. Oh, yes, we can go through the front of that thing. Well, not the front, but not exactly the side either. This could go well, actually. We've got a bigger gun than the medium tank did, which couldn't go through this mission. But the gun could well carry us through here. Now, there's going to be a couple more tanks. That one's down. That is another King Tiger, definitely not down. We've got a very, very long reload. Need him to turn his gun a little bit more, and me to get my aim on point. That's a pretty good side shot there. I'm going to lower it and fire. There we go. I got it. That's a living spatter there. I don't have long. I think he's aiming. And there's a tree in between us. Oh, there we go. We did it. Yes, we've done what the medium tank couldn't. We've put a big bloody gun on it, and yeah, perhaps I should have extended the main cab a little bit further back, but it was a bit of a faff to get that much done, really. So maybe not the most realistic to put a 120mm gun in this, but if you suspend your disbelief for a second, we did it. We got it done. Let's do a bit of friendly fire for memes. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, or you would like to see more, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to press the little bell button. There we go. I've not been pushing that one, but yeah, money's tight, so I'll stop pushing that one. But yes, I hope to see you in the future. Goodbye.